Hello there, my very good friends. On today's wrestling news, Hulk Hogan has made a bunch of children cry because he sucks.
A big update on Luchasaurus.
We'll tell you why this week's episode of Dynamite had some big changes.
And when did Jey Uso find out about his Royal Rumble win? I'm Adam Wilborn.
And I'm Andy Murray.
And this is the news.
Not sure about that last story. Everybody knows the Royal Rumble's a shoot. So
yes.
Presumably he found out he was winning when he won. But
when he kicked John Cena off the apron.
Yeah, it is. Wrestling is real. Everything else is fake. You know what? I don't know where my link is with this one. Right, we're going to do Hulk Hogan, right?
Oh, joy.
It's like every week there's something that we like having a laugh about. He has made a bunch of little kids cry because he was a bit of a bad word. I was going to swear, but I don't want to have to beep it out at a meet and greet recently. So this has been picked up by a couple of different outlets. He was in Hudson Valley, New York. Shout out Mind Force, by the way. He was, he had this meet and greet sorted. It was a Real American Beer thing. He was supposed to do 250 people. People queued for hours and hours and hours. And he cut it short. So I'm going to go over some quotes from people. This first one is a report from the Daily Voice. It was supposed to be last Wednesday. It was at Orange County at the Montgomery ShopRite.
I love that. I love the Montgomery ShopRite.
It's my favorite place. I wonder if that's anywhere near Montgomery Flea Market.
Yes.
If you know about that, you're my best friend. But yes, a bunch of people were there. They were waiting for hours and hours and hours, and they did not leave happy. So on this report from the Daily Voice, they have a bunch of quotes. Somebody said, "What a day. Stand in line for 4 hours at ShopRite in Montgomery to see Hulk Hogan, and with only about 20 people left in line, he walks out. What a way to do a promotion." Another person said he did not follow through with commitments for the meet and greet. He was supposed to see 250 people. He cut it to 200. I was 100. He left the building in the middle of the meet and greet. Another person said, "My kids wanted to see Hulk Hogan, a wrestler they have watched and enjoyed since they were kids." Montgomery ShopRite hosted him where he hawked beer. It was mobbed. The aisles were filled with fans. Hulk arrived an hour and a half late.
What is this, The Rock?
Yeah. And unfortunately decided he had to leave, and they cut who he could see. So there's another report here from News 12, Hudson Valley. This is just... They have a video of a child crying and stuff.
I bet they were buzzing when they got that for the report, though.
Yeah,
You're gonna cry about it? Are you gonna?
Yeah, we're gonna get some British idiots talking about it on YouTube. That's how you get us.
Yeah.
This is sad. My son had a little Pokemon card with him on it, and he wanted Hogan to sign it. But this didn't happen, obviously, and he said it was really quick. They just stood up and bolted along the back. Some lady was very upset, screaming and cursing. My son just started crying, and a bunch of other kids were crying. Yeah, what an asshole.
Yeah.
You know what my thing with this is, right? If it's... you say you're going to see a set amount of people, right? See that set amount of people.
Yeah.
Also, if you're already 200 through, and you only have 50 left, what is the big deal?
Yeah.
What? You got 20% left to go. Hulk Hogan, he sucks.
It's a promotion for your beer. You've not been dragged along to it. Look, I will say this. I understand on certain occasions when wrestlers are pestered when they're out with their family or just going through the airport, whether it's not an organised meet and greet. Then I think I feel no sympathy for you if you're like, oh, he was a knob to me.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he's just trying to go about their lives or whatever. If it's an organised meet and greet, as you say, meet and greet. And then people will buy you swill, right?
Yeah, especially if people have spent hours waiting for you.
Kids, man.
I know.
I don't think you should be doing that to anyone, but especially little kids who bought Pokemon cards. How do parents... Sorry, son, he's actually playing the NWO version of Hulk Hogan there, like he did on the episode of Raw. He got booed out of the goddamn building.
Yeah, this is
As if I needed more excuses to boo Hulk Hogan.
This is it.
I mean, hopefully I'll never see him.
It's no excuse we love putting the boot in on the Hulk Hogan,
Yeah.
but come on, this is it's an interesting one because it is relatively small scale, right? It's 50 people. But at the same time, if you're a 7-year-old kid and you love Hulk Hogan, and you go and you don't, obviously, if you're 7 years old, I doubt very highly you care about the baggage that comes with Hulk Hogan.
Yes, exactly.
And that's a really damaging formative experience. If I was queuing up to meet my idol when I was a kid, Sonic the Hedgehog, and he just zoomed out of there, the blue blur, I'd become a Robotnik fan, honestly.
Robotnik for life.
Yeah, exactly. I'm an Eggman guy now, not just in physique and haircut. But yeah, it's just it's nasty business, this, and yeah, making little kids cry. Come on, man. Like, where's your shame?
At the very least, like if it's an emergency, people will understand, or at least make an announcement. I'm really sorry. I've got this reason why I've got to go. You're late, so you should have been there. If you had been on time, you would have got this done if you had to be away at that time, regardless. But disregarding all that, just say, I'm really, really sorry. We'll do this again next week for all the people who couldn't. The fact you just go,
see you later.
Out there.
Shoot ran into a wall.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Stupid. Do you know the one meet and greet where people guaranteed will not be let down, Andy?
Well, tell me all about it, Chief.
It's our live shows. Our live shows.
Our live shows.
And they are kicking off a week today.
Yes.
We're going to be in Manchester. Well, technically a week today. We'll be sat here, me and you, recording the news before jumping on a train to Manchester.
More like Manchester.
Then we're heading to Belfast, Glasgow, and Las Vegas, the HyperX Arena in Las Vegas, the Friday night before WrestleMania for our SmackDown watch along. But yeah, join us for the UK dates: Manchester, Belfast, and Glasgow. We'll be doing all the usual good stuff from our live shows. Simon Miller's going to be there doing ups and downs and whys and what have you. The Dadley Boys, all your favourites are going to be there basically. Do join us for that. And yes, meet and greets. You're not going to be queuing up for hours. You're not going to be getting mugged off or us trying to sell you Hulk Hogan's disgusting beer. I don't know, I've never tried it. But your meet and greet is included in your ticket price. So join us for that, whatculture.com/tickets. And yes, then head to Las Vegas the Friday night before WrestleMania for our SmackDown watch along.
I got an idea for Las Vegas. Let's get some real American beer and review it. Let's do that.
Tried the Stone Cold beer at WrestleMania. The year after it was at Texas, by the way. I was in Texas and you could not find it for love nor money, but it was very nice in LA.
We got some in Philly as well.
We did as well, yes.
It was gifted to us, actually.
Thank you.
Legends.
The fan that gave that to us.
But let's do that. Let's review finally, let's settle the beef with real American beer. You know what? I'm going to see what's up.
Let's not give them more money. Let's shoplift it. Right, don't do that, actually. Don't do that, obviously, kids.
Who do we steal it from? Who's bad? I don't know.
Walmart.
Yeah, take that, Walmart. Yeah. We're coming for you.
We're at your Asda, where I come from. Aren't they? Are they the same company?
They're owned by the same people,
that's right. But yeah, do join us for all that. And
Whole Foods. I'm coming for you, Whole Foods.
Your bananas are too expensive.
I'm going to get you. Trader Joe. Have you ever met Trader? He's an ass.
Yeah. He always pulls out of meet and greets, apparently.
Yeah.
Not bad. But yes, also join us for Sweet Chin Disco, the best wrestling club night that there is, which is going on alongside all of our shows. It's me, Mark Henry, and at select dates, Joe Hendry as well. All the details on that, dice.fm. It's going to be great. We're doing extra dates on top of the ones you can see here in London, Nottingham, and Birmingham.
There you go.
Heading home, baby. Oh, I can't wait.
Good stuff.
Right, let's bring you a bit of an update on Luchasaurus. Obviously, he has been away for a while with a really serious medical issue, and we always send him our support with his recovery from that because it was a scary, scary time when you heard the report on that one. But things appear to be looking up if reports are to be believed. A report coming through from Fightful clarifying some rumours regarding an alternate ending for AEW Revolution, which obviously saw Christian Cage cash in and then get choked out by Jon Moxley in the main event, which also featured Cope. But Luchasaurus, according to Fightful Select, was backstage at the show and possibly factored into that alternate ending. Obviously, he's got a great deal of history with Christian Cage. There were discussions regarding him being used. Things went a bit quiet in terms of actually confirming whether that was a definitive alternate plan, but it was at least considered, and he was backstage by all reports, which, Fightful clarify here, they've not confirmed if he has been cleared, but all signs would point to the positive, which is fantastic news.
Yeah.
Was it pneumonia he had?
Yeah, I think so. And there was talk that maybe he wouldn't be able to wrestle again. So it's
real serious stuff.
Yeah, really encouraging recovery from him. I think respectfully, I don't think that main event needed another run-in.
No more schmozzers.
Yeah, so save it for somewhere else. I think that's a smart move. As much as I would like to see him back, obviously, that wasn't the spot, I don't think.
I think it's when he decides, I'm going to kick Nick Wayne's ass.
I'm going to take care of this little puke.
And he literally was like, I've had it, you picking on smaller boys that you seem to adopt as family members.
Yeah, this is really creepy, Christian. Stop doing it. And what's with the turtleneck?
Yeah.
So I don't think it was the right spot. I think that match had enough going on as it was. But that's fine. I'm glad he's in a really better place because it sounded really scary for a while and all of that.
He's a talented dude, isn't he?
Yeah, he's ridiculous. Like, how can you be that jacked and tall and do like flips and stuff?
I remember years ago when he was first involved in the early days of AEW, we were lucky enough to get an interview with him over Skype. Remember Skype? What happened to that? Eh?
Yeah.
Should have nailed it in the pandemic. What happened, guys?
Pour one out.
I did a full interview with him. He was absolutely lovely. You can probably still check it out on our channel. Then at the end, he just revealed he had a dog on his lap the whole time. What?
The big reveal.
Where have you been keeping that? A dinosaur and a dog living together? What's going on?
You can't be.
Dinosaurs and dogs, of course, always there in Jurassic Park.
They are.
The dogs actually originally planned to run Jurassic Park, but look what happened when the humans took over, right?
Yeah, this is it. I mean, the T-Rex from Jurassic Park's actually in our office at the moment.
It is.
You press the button on the water cooler, you hear it going. Crusher Destroyer.
Are we going to get demonetized for that excellent rendition of the Jurassic Park film?
I think it was fair use. Yeah, I think going it's probably going to make it.
YouTube will be like, ha!
Yeah. What's this?
We take money from that.
Hey, what's going
on? Leave us
on?
alone.
Go away. Leave us be. Right, let's talk about some changes to this week's episode of Dynamite. If you're wondering why a bunch of top AEW talent were only involved in promos this week, it's because, in the words of Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful, they were beat to dog at Revolution.
What a turn of phrase.
Yeah, so a bunch of people were beat to dog at Revolution. Sapp also mentioned that there were some late changes to Dynamite. Because there were some people who couldn't do what was originally anticipated they would do on the show. So it follows, like Dave Meltzer reported after Revolution, that while there were no serious injuries, which is good because Will Ospreay and Kyle Fletcher did a Spanish fly off of a cage, which was insane, there was a bunch of people banged up. Nothing serious, obviously. Like, Ospreay was one of the big concerns because he kind of landed on his hip when he was doing that. But he's walking around fine on Dynamite.
He was hobbling around fine,
He won.
It's Friday today, isn't it? Congratulations to Mrs. Ospreay. She's getting a good seeing to today. So that's what he said on Dynamite. He said he's going to be home on Friday, going to cook her a meal to apologise for nearly dying and give her a good seeing to.
Yeah, that was... very
British
promo, wasn't it?
Some of the Yanks in the audience were like, what?
Yeah, pardon me?
What are you talking about? But it never changed. Don't change that aspect about Will. We were talking about this on the podcast.
I want him to morph into like a little Bob Hoskins kind of guy.
Yeah.
He's like, all right, you want some jelly deals?
Yeah, get some more Cockney rhyming into the podcast. You mess with me, you'll be in Barney. Barney Rabble. Trouble.
Oh, I got the message on your f***ing dog and bone. I just...
You're editing this.
I don't know what I'm going to do with that.
We'll work something out.
Every single morning, it's like, don't swear.
I'm really going on best behaviour.
Oh, hey!
Does that mean I get one? No, I'm not going to do it.
Don't do it. You're not like them.
No, exactly.
They're not like us.
It was weird heading into Dynamite when we were previewing it. And I know they usually announce some matches late. We were going in, me and the Dudleys being like, MJF set to appear, Kenny Omega set to appear. And that's all we got right now.
Yeah.
But it's all the fallout from Revolution. Like you say, Dave talked about previously people being banged up. Sean used a different turn of phrase there.
Yeah, be up to
it was great. Like, I enjoyed Mike Bailey's debut. Loved Mike Bailey, obviously, from his time in WCPW. It did feel a little bit like a Collision episode, to be perfectly honest. But it was, like you say, kind of thrown together at the last minute with people who could work.
Well, none of these kids can work.
Yeah, indeed.
You ask me, God. I don't know why I did the unders.
Next week, though, obviously, big stuff. You got that 4-way to determine who faces Kenny Omega at Dynasty. And, of course, the street fight for the world title, which fans were ecstatic about.
Can't wait for that one. Fired up. Anyway.
Right, speaking of things that fans weren't sure about initially, Jey Uso, Royal Rumble win.
Big J.
All the complainers have kind of shut up about it now, haven't they? It's all played out very nicely.
Yeah.
I don't know whether it's going to main event night one of WrestleMania. You can argue the way it's been received kind of justifies it, but then you also have Punk, Seth Rollins, and Roman Reigns in a match. And, don't forget the women as well, who are mint. But disregarding all that, when did Jey Uso know about his Royal Rumble win? I love finding out stuff like this, because it's like if you know weeks or months in advance. If that was me, I'd be like, I'm not taking a bump.
Yeah.
Injure myself for the Royal Rumble.
I'll do the most delicate performance of all time, baby.
But of course, the final four in the Rumble, very briefly, were CM Punk, see you later, Then Logan Paul, John Cena, and of course Jey Uso. And Jey revealed, speaking to friend of the channel, Alex McCarthy of the Daily Mail, that he found out the day of. Jey said, I didn't find out till the day of. They sit down, whoever is in the last four. I love finding out stuff like this. And then say, right, last four stay. And then they call out the last four and they said, that was when he found out he was going to be the final four, by the way. And then he said, then they tell me right there, we're going to go with Jey. And he said, I'm just looking around like, yeah. I'm freaking out the whole day, but it's a good thing. It's great. It's good pressure to put you on that day. Also, moving forward, I'm just excited because that's a great title accolade to have under your belt as a wrestler for me. Really hope he does dethrone Gunther. Nothing against Gunther, but what a moment that would be at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
He also continued, I bet people last year would have never picked me. They didn't pick me this year, but I love this ride I'm on, and every week it changes. I love it too, and I think the fallout has fully justified the decision to go with Jey, especially considering who was the runner-up at the Royal Rumble, of course.
Yeah, so like I always thought that the outrage or whatever was just like a self-contained internet thing that had no bearing on real life, and that's how it's panned out.
They didn't pick I Show Speed to win the Rumble.
Yeah, exactly. It's not like it was some complete like idiot who isn't over. It was the most over babyface. Well, I mean, the entrance speaks for itself, really. Like he came out on Raw like a night or two later, and they had to replay his music. Yeah, they've done that twice since then. So yeah, like it always seemed just like self-contained nonsense. I thought from day one. So it's transpired. He's very popular. He's very over. He's going to win the belt. It's going to be a nice moment. You're going to get a proper ring entrance without Lil Wayne this year.
We watched that yesterday, didn't we?
Yeah, where are you at? It's like, Wayne, give him some time, man. His ring entrance. Come on.
Not your moment, mate.
Yeah. I think Lil Wayne's probably a bit past his peak.
Could have had a better match with Jimmy, though, possibly.
Probably could have, actually. Yeah.
Jimmy versus Jey versus Lil Wayne. Triple threat.
Why not? So, like, I think the bulk of the annoyed people were like, well, he's not a great singles wrestler, but I mean, he's not, but also like him and Gunther can like practice this match for like 3 months.
Yeah, he's in there with Gunther. Gunther has brilliant matches week in, week out. And Jey's more than capable.
Yeah, and he's had decent matches with Gunther before. So look, I think it'll be fine.
That match with Braun Breaker when he won the title.
It was tidy.
Yeah.
So,
Very excited for that.
I'm positive about it.
It's like 5 weeks away, WrestleMania.
Very close.
Wow. Get your tickets. WhatCulture.com/tickets for our SmackDown show.
Very close.
It's very close.
Arsenal Emirates.
And we are going to be back later on today. Andy, I'm going to go away. I'm going to eat a corn on the cob.
Oh.
And then we'll be back later on with some other news.
Yes.
Is that a tease? It is.
Yes.
It is a tease.
Flavor.
But in the meantime,
you can check out this story highlighting the best story from every year of wrestling since 1989.
Sorry to future Andy for swearing.
That was me. I swore, not you. It's fine.
Bye.
That was straight up idiotic behaviour.